Ninki Nanka Trail board game rules. Number of players range between 2 to 5 individuals. The game should last between 10 to 25 minutes, and the game items include background story, 9 artifacts, 1 trail map, 25 action cards, 5 player tokens, 1 dice, and the instruction manual. Setting the game. Read the background story. Lay out the trail map on an even surface. Place the 3D printed artifacts on the orange fields according to their corresponding site on the trail. For example, the artifact depicting a stone circle should be placed on the orange field by the image of a stone circle. The orange fields represent real places in the Gambia, and you may learn more about them here. Shuffle the action cards and put the deck by the trail map. Each player chooses 1 token from the box. Players may enter the trail via Banjul or Barra. These 2 entry points are represented as red fields on the western end of the trail. But to determine whether a player enters through Banjul or Barra, they may roll the dice. If your throw is an even number, place your token on the Banjul entry point. If your throw is an odd number, place your token on the Barra entry point. Crossing between Banjul and Barra at the start point of the game is not possible. Players starting in Barra move towards Kunta Kinte Island, and players starting in Banjul move towards Arch 22. Playing the game. The goal is to visit the sites and collect as many artifacts as possible. A site is visited whenever a player's token lands on the orange field representing the site. If the artifact had not already been collected by a previous player, the player whose token lands on the field collects it. A player plays their turn by throwing the dice and advancing a number of fields based on the outcome. Although players can change direction on the path, they cannot do so randomly and have to wait until they come to a crossroad or roundabout and move along it. They may retreat the way they had come on the trail if an action card instructs them to. But they must continue to advance in the original direction when that turn passes. If a player wishes to cross between Banjul and Barra, they must toss 4 or more on the dice. If not, they must return one of the collected artifacts as a ferry fee. If the player does not have any artifact, they must turn and go back the way they came or use a special free crossing card if they have one. The orientation of the human figure on the tokens will help players keep track of their direction of movement. The youngest player plays first. And assuming the players are seated in a circle, the turns follow a clockwise direction. If a player's token lands on a blue field, they pick an action card from the top of the deck, read out loud the text, and then follow the instructions. When 2 players' tokens meet on the same field, they have a chat over some attire and skip a turn each. This does not apply to the Banjul and Barra entry points. End of the game. The game ends in 2 possible ways. When all artifacts have been collected, the game ends and the player with the highest number of artifacts is the winner. When a single player collects up to 5 artifacts, the game ends and that player is the winner. Have fun playing the Ninki Nanka Trail board game. Be sure to visit the Ninki Nanka Trail in the Gambia and experience all the adventures in real life. You can buy the Ninki Nanka Trail board game at www.make3d.org/NNT.